Good morning, welcome to Morning Expresso. You're watching Indian Express. I'm Charulata Biswas. Let's begin your day with a big story. The first leg of Parliament budget session is set to begin on a stormy note, with the Congress moving a privilege motion against IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav for misleading the House on the Pegasus spyware issue. A similar notice will be given in Rajya Sabha as well. Congress leader in Lok Sabha, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who wrote to the Speaker Om Birla seeking permission to move a privilege motion, said, quote unquote, "It appears that the Modi government has misled the Parliament and the Supreme Court and has lied to the people of India." Meanwhile, at least two cybersecurity researchers who have deposed before the Supreme Court appointed committee that's probing the use of Pegasus for allegedly spying on citizens have told the panel that they found concrete evidence of use of the malware on the devices of the petitioners. One of the two researchers analyzed iPhones of 7 people, of which 2 were found to be infected with Pegasus, the researcher told the Indian Express. Here are the stories you'll find only in Indian Express. There is disquiet among the youth over the absence of new jobs, palpable disappointment over the gap between what the BJP government promised 5 years ago and what it delivered, discontent over rising fuel and cooking gas prices, and anxiety over how and when will the economic tide turn. Yet, there is evidence from the ground that the coin does not seem to have flipped entirely from discontent to anger against the Yogi Adityanath government in Uttar Pradesh. Catch the entire article only in Indian Express. Let's have a look at the front page. Days after Rahul Gandhi announced that the Congress will project a Chief Minister face in Punjab before the state polls, the party has fielded Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi from a second seat in what is seen as a signal that he is the frontrunner in the race. But the move has also sent out mixed signals. A little over a year after India began its inoculation drive, 3 out of 4 eligible adults are fully vaccinated against the coronavirus, Health Ministry data show. A total 165.90 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccines had been administered until Sunday. An estimated 95% of the eligible adult population have received the first dose and 75% have received both doses, the data show. Here are the must-reads. 54-year-old Manilal Chivara, a resident of Kanodar village in Banaskantha, died at home on May 2nd last year, just 2 hours after his family managed to arrange an oxygen tank. The medical certificate of cause of death states, patient came with severe breathlessness and fever. The report showed suspected case of corona. However, the family's claim for 50,000 ex gratia was rejected on January 17th. However, Chavada's family is not the only one. There are many more who are facing the issue. As on January 29th, data shared by the Gujarat government shows out of 1,789 applications received by it for ex gratia, 8,714 had been rejected. Enveloped in fog and an uneasy silence in Dhinkia village in Orishas, that is at the center of one of the latest flashpoints over land acquisition for industry. Until a fortnight ago, its residents stood guard protesting against JSW Utkal Steel Limited's 13.2 million ton per annum integrated steel plant that is proposed to come up here. Following a police crackdown on January 14th, violence had broken out, leaving over 20 villagers and 5 policemen injured. At the CRPF camp in Orissa's Maoist-affected Raigad district, no one knew Ravi Kumar. A handful knew his father Rajinder Singh, an assistant sub-inspector, but Saturday night changed it all. Ravi, a left-arm seamer, nabbed 3 wickets for 14 runs, highlighted by an opening spell of 5-1-5-3 to set up India's 5-wicket victory over Bangladesh for a place in the semi-finals of Under-19 World Cup in West Indies. Speaking in Amritsar, Punjab Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu said, quote unquote, "Nobody can defeat the Congress, only the Congress can defeat itself." He was responding to a question on factionalism and infighting in Congress that is in the middle of a crucial assembly election. In all 3 regions of Punjab, Majha, Doaba and Malwa, candidates of the party have been at each other's throats and in some cases leveling serious allegations against each other as well. And finally, he took the scenic route, but Rafael Nadal finally got to the magic number of 21, breaking the tie with his great contemporaries Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. Their progress in this Grand Slam race over almost 2 decades has hooked tennis fans and prompted various arguments in the GOAT, that is greatest of all time debate. From breaking through Federer's era to holding his spot despite Djokovic's dominance, we take a look at how Nadal made the history. That's a wrap from my end. For more news and updates, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Indian Express. Thank you for watching.